Tonight, in a rematch from the showcase of the Immortals, two titans do battle, but this time it will end in a casket. And what happens when road warriors go up against motorcycle riding disciples of the apocalypse? When a man dripping in gold is after gold for around his waist, what will he find when he goes up against one of the finest young athletes in the world today? And two men who want to be true to themselves. Can they prove they can be, or do they have to conform to tradition of a heart of a family? And what happens when a rattlesnake squares off with a bulldog? Find out all of that, because tonight WWE is in your house. Welcome everyone to In Your House. Vince McMahon here to bring you the action alongside my broadcast host, Jim Ross. Well, it's great to be here tonight, and we have 6 amazing matches for you folks. I am very excited to see all of these. Well, that I am too, JR. They are going to be 6 classics tonight for sure, and let's get started with our very first one. Rum, 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 rum. Ding, ding, ding. The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the WWE World Tag Team Championships. Introducing first, the challengers, Crush and Chains, the disciples of Apocalypse. Chains joined Crush a few weeks ago on Raw, and just this past week, Chains defeated Animal in one-on-one action, giving them some momentum for tonight. What a rush! And their opponents, they are the WWE World Tag Team Champions, Hawk and Animal, the Legion of Doom. And here are the Legion of Doom Tag Team Champions. They've proudly held those titles for the past month, putting them on the line tonight. Here we are, about to get this one underway. Ding, ding, ding. And we get started here with our first matchup of the evening. Crush and Hawk started off. Crush taking Hawk down to the mat. Crush getting the quick tag over into Chains. Chains has been very impressive in his first month here in the WWE. He's got Hawk in that headlock now. Hawk able to get out of it, looking for the tag, but no, Chains pulls him away. Hawk does not make the tag. Chains has Hawk on the other side of the ring now. Chains able to get the tag into Crush. Crush now taking it to Hawk, and Hawk needs that tag. Hawk is getting worn out here. Chains and Crush are able to stay fresh with quick tags. Hawk able to find the power to get Crush down to the mat. Gets the tag into Animal, and here comes an Animal, the big powerhouse. Animal getting Crush back into the corner, but Crush able to fight out, gets Chains in the ring, and oh, look at this. These two men squared off this past Monday on Raw. Chains got the better of Animal there, but albeit with some help from the outside from Crush. And now these two squaring off. Animal able to take Chains down to the mat. Chains able to find Crush. Chains gets the tag into Crush. Here comes Crush into the ring. Crush going after Animal, but Animal able to fight him off. Animal gets the tag. And look at this now. Animal and Hawk up. They got Crush up for the Doomsday Device. Doomsday Device head on Crush. Now going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here are your winners and still the WWE World Tag Team Champions, Hawk and Animal, the Legion of Doom. The Legion of Doom able to hold on to their championships here tonight. And what an impressive matchup it was. Here we are now, moving on to our next matchup. We are going to see Brian Christopher out to take on the leader of the Nation of Domination, Farouk. We are the Nation of Domination. Nation of Domination. We are the Nation of Domination. Nation of Domination. Ding, ding, ding. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, he is the leader of the Nation of Domination, Farouk. And his opponent, Brian Christopher. Brian Christopher, he's very young in his career, but has a lot he's trying to prove tonight. Able to get the best of D'Lo Brown this past Monday on Raw. Ding, ding, ding. And we are underway for this one. Brian Christopher goes for the attack, but Farouk throws him right down to the mat. And now Farouk has him in the corner. Farouk, I think, toying with Brian Christopher now. And the ref telling Farouk to get Brian Christopher out of the corner. And look at this. Farouk now going off on the ref. He's got to pay attention to Brian Christopher. And Brian Christopher had time to recover. He's going after Farouk now. Brian Christopher on top of Farouk. Well, hold on here. Farouk able to take control of that, and Farouk has so much more experience than Brian Christopher. I mean, I'm really, I'm trying not to be biased here, but I am really rooting for this young Brian Christopher kid. Well, JR, Farouk seems to have control of Brian Christopher at this moment of the match. That he does, Farouk. He is a veteran. He is very smart in the ring. I do not agree with his attitude or some of his views, but he is a very proficient sports entertainer, I must say. Farouk now taking Brian Christopher up top, but Brian Christopher able to kick Farouk down, and could we see that leg drop just as we saw on D'Lo Brown this past Monday? Looks like Brian Christopher is signaling for it. He goes for it, but no, Farouk rolls out of the way, and that is why they call it high risk. Farouk now gets to his feet. He grabs Brian Christopher and he goes for the Dominator hit on Brian Christopher. That could be it. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner, Farouk. Well, I'm going to give it up to Brian Christopher. He showed a lot of heart in that match up there tonight, but Farouk just proving his dominance here tonight. And let's move on now. I know everyone's excited for this next match. Stone Cold Steve Austin taking on the member of the Hart Foundation, the British Bulldog. Ding, ding, ding. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing the Hart Foundation, the British Bulldog. Well, I can hardly hear you over this crowd. They are going crazy here for Stone Cold Steve Austin. And his opponent, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Well, I'm not sure what the appeal is. I find Austin a little disrespectful myself, but these fans, they love him. They absolutely do. Ding, ding, ding. As we get this one underway, and these two going for it right away. But Bulldog is quite the powerhouse, and Austin is no slouch either, but Bulldog able to power Austin to the mat, and now just stomping on him. Bulldog now getting him in a headlock. Austin able to fight out of it, though. Austin gets Bulldog into the corner, and now Austin, I believe he calls that stomping a mud hole. Austin taking it to Bulldog in the corner. Austin grabbing Bulldog out of the corner. The two lock back up in the ring. And Bulldog, hold on. He's got Austin up, looking for that power slam. Oh, but wait, Austin able to slide off, get on his feet. To the surprise of Bulldog, but Austin had that one scouted. Bulldog turns around, kick to the midsection. A Stone Cold Stunner! The Stone Cold Stunner! He has been hit. Austin hit Bulldog with the Stone Cold Stunner. That could be it. Going for the pin. 1, 2, and oh wait, who is that? Wait, who is that? What just? Oh, what? Oh my! That's Brian Pillman. Brian Pillman coming out of nowhere, attacking Austin, and now Pillman and oh, someone's got to stop this. Pillman's got a chair. Pillman and Bulldog taking out Stone Cold here. What is going on? Ding, ding, ding. Well, we are trying to get referees to break this up. Austin, he had the victory there after that stunner. But now, oh, this is just a heinous attack. Somebody stop this. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ding ding ding. The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from Hollywood, California, Goldust. Goldust, he has been playing mind games with the Intercontinental Champion Rocky Maivia over the past few weeks, and here we are going to see what is going to happen when these two lock up in the ring tonight for that very championship. Doot, 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 doot. And his opponent, he is the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Rocky Maivia. Here is Rocky Maivia, very impressive athlete, looking to defend his championship successfully tonight, hopefully for him. Ding, 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 as we get this one underway. And Rocky Maivia unloading on Goldust. Well, we usually don't see him get in action this quick in the match. Rocky likes to scout out his opponents, but I think Goldust has really gotten under his skin. And Goldust able to take Rocky down to the mat. And look at this now. Goldust just crawling around the ring. Very bizarre, JR. I believe the word we use to describe him around here is bizarre. Well, that's the best word I can think of to describe him. Goldust now getting Rocky into the corner and taking it to him. Rocky able to fight out. He gets Goldust down to the mat, but Goldust is still able to fight back to his feet. And look at this now. Goldust could be looking for the curtain call here. He's got Rocky in position, but Rocky able to reverse out of it. Rocky gets Goldust off the mat and hits him with that patent shoulder breaker, and he has taken out so many opponents with it. Ref now going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner and still the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Rocky Maivia. Rocky Maivia able to defend his championship here tonight, and his very impressive young career gets another accolade to it with that very impressive victory over a tough fight with Goldust. Do 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 do. Ding ding ding. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Owen Hart and Bret Hart, the Hart Foundation. Well, the Hart Foundation seems to be on a bit of a crusade against American values recently, and they have set their sights on the Headbangers, who are a very proficient tag team. They dress a little funny, I guess, to some, but nonetheless very proficient in the ring. And their opponents, Mosh and Thrasher, the Headbangers. Ding, ding, ding. And here we are getting this one underway now. It will be Mosh and Owen Hart starting this one up. And Owen getting Mosh into the corner. Quick tag to Bret. Bret's taking Mosh down to the mat. But Brett gets another quick tag into Owen, and this is very proficient tag team wrestling we are seeing from the Hart Foundation. Quick tags, keeping both men fresh, and keeping Mosh away from his partner. And Owen now hits a very good vertical suplex right on Mosh textbook, might call that. And here he is looking for another one now, but Mosh able to throw him off. Mosh gets Owen down to the mat and goes for the tag. Here comes in Thrasher now. Thrasher getting a headlock on Owen Hart. Thrasher getting Owen into the corner. And, oh my, what is this now? Thrasher, he is taking Owen up top. Oh boy, this could be very dangerous up here. Thrasher, what is he going to do? And look at this, it's a Hurricanrana off the top rope. Very innovative offense. And, oh man, but very innovative, but very high risk as both men are down in the ring. And Thrasher just crawling to Owen, gets his arm over him. This could be it. 1, 2... No, Brett breaks up the pinfall attempt. And Thrasher, that was a very impressive Hurricanrana off the top rope, but he may have taken too much out of himself to get that pinfall there. Wait, look, Mosh getting in the ring. He's getting Brett back in the corner. Oh no, things are breaking down here now. The ref's gotta get control as Thrasher and Owen are down in the ring. Mosh and Brett in the corner. And the ref now yelling over at Brett, telling him to get back. The ref and Brett having some words. Look over on the other side of the ring. Thrasher crawls to Mosh, gets the tag. But hold on. Oh, are you kidding me? The ref did not see the tag. This is a miscarriage of justice right here. The ref did not see the tag. Turns around, he sees Owen tagging in Brett. So Brett is in the ring now. He is legal. Gets Thrasher down on the mat and gets him in the sharpshooter. He has him in the sharpshooter, and Thrasher has no choice but to tap. Are you kidding me? The ref missed the tag. Ding, ding, ding. Here are your winners, Bret Hart and Owen Hart, the Hart Foundation. Well, I don't want to take anything away from Mosh and Thrasher. They put on a very hard fight tonight, and I don't want to take anything away from the Hart Foundation either. They are excellent, an excellent tag team in their own right, but I think that there was a little bit of questionable stuff that went down in that one. And now here we are getting ready for our main event of the evening. There is the casket that one of the two men will be placed in. Ding, ding, ding. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a casket match. The only way to win is to throw your opponent into the casket and close the lid. Doot, 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 doot. Introducing first, the challenger, Psycho Sid. Gong. 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 Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. And his opponent, he is the WWE Champion from Death Valley, California, The Undertaker. And here we go, Undertaker and Psycho Sid, a rematch from WrestleMania. Ding, ding, ding. The bell sounds. But very important to note, no pinfall, no submission, no disqualification. The only way to win is to throw your opponent into that casket. Yes, I believe Howard Finkel did just tell us that, JR. Well, these two just staring off at each other right now. And Sid makes the first move. Sid with a punch at the Undertaker. Undertaker punching back. These two going back and forth in the ring. And Sid now just grabbing Undertaker by the throat. He is just choking him into the ropes. And there is nothing that anyone can do about it. This is all legal in this one. And Sid powering Undertaker over the top rope out of the ring, but Undertaker lands on his feet. Undertaker lands on his feet. He grabs Sid now, and he pulls Sid out of the ring. And this is getting a little close for comfort over here. They are fighting right in front of us. Undertaker throwing Sid right into those steel steps here at ringside. These two battling around the ring now. Yeah, let's get them on the other side of the ring. That's where you gotta go to win the match. And there they are, right in front of that casket now. Undertaker bouncing Sid's head off that casket. The casket gets opened up. These two still fighting. Sid able to throw Undertaker into the casket. Could this be it? Sid goes to close the lid. Sid looking to close the lid. And no, Undertaker. He gets his arm out. Sid cannot close the lid. Undertaker powering that lid back open. And Sid falls to the ground. These two now fighting up toward the stage. These two are up toward the stage now. And then back into the ring. So here we are, back into the ring where we started this one, going back and forth a little bit more. Undertaker, this time Undertaker throws Sid out and onto the top of that casket. What is the Undertaker setting up for now? Undertaker runs the ropes and, oh my, look at this, over the top rope. Undertaker jumping on top of Sid. Oh man, both men are down now. Referee checking on them. Not much the referee can do though. He's just checking on them as we're starting to see some movement out of both of them. Sid and Undertaker trying to fight back to their feet, fighting the other one down. Both of them now back up to their feet. Sid gets Undertaker up against the barricade, but Undertaker able to fight back. There they are, back by that casket again. They're fighting on top of the casket now. Undertaker lifting Sid up, and Undertaker hits a tombstone on Sid on top of the casket. The casket is opened back up. Sid gets thrown in. Undertaker closes the lid. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner and still the WWE Champion, The Undertaker. Undertaker wins tonight. He retains his championship over Psycho Sid. And what a match that was. Thank you for joining us, folks, and good night.